Today's paper is AttentionNet, Aggregating Weak Directions for Accurate Object Detection. The proposed method views an object detection problem in a bit different way. Instead of using proposal algorithm followed by CNNs and classification models, it handles object detection as an iterative classification problem. Given an image as an input, the model starts from the boundary and moves towards the object instance. This is better shown in the image on the right. Dark blue box is the starting point of the bounding box, and the box is refined iteratively towards the object instance. The final box that covers the object is colored in red. In summary, AttentionNet achieves average precision of 65% on PASCAL VOC 2007 and 2012 dataset, with only using 8 layers of convolutions. Now, this figure shows the architecture of the model. The idea is simple. Given an image as an input, it goes through layers of convolutions and outputs a direction vector from top left and bottom right points. The output from the top left and bottom right point can make 5 predictions. The available top left predictions are move right, move down towards right, move down, stop, and no instance. The bottom right predictions are similar. Available classes are move left towards top, move top, stop, and no instance. Using the information from the 2 branches, points from the boundary move a fixed length and the new image region is cropped, and this region is fed back into the network. If both branches output a stop class, then detection process is finished. Else, if both branches output a no instance class, it means that sample is rejected. We can see from here that the algorithm is able to detect only a single class and a single instance. When training, positive samples are gathered to train the network on a single class. Number of conditions are used to sample positive training samples. A training sample should include a single instance, at least a single instance, and the region should include at least 50% of area of the target instance. The region could also include other instances, but the target should occupy most of the region. This condition, what I've just said, is shown better. It's shown better at the top left image in the figure. The main target is the man in the black suit, but the region contains a part of woman on the left. The network, looking at this sample, learns to localize towards the man in the black suit. The architecture shown earlier shows how the network finds only a single instance in an image, but at many times multiple objects should be found. And this figure shows how AttentionNet handles multiple instances. To find multiple instances, no modification is made in the architecture. It uses the same AttentionNet to make single instance region proposal. Only difference is that the multi-scaled images are fed into the network. If a larger image is fed into the network, the output spatial resolution becomes larger. For example, the network originally takes 227 by 227 image input to produce 1 by 1 by 5 output, as it's shown right here in the figure. If input size becomes larger, let's say 321 by 321, the output size becomes 3 by 3 by 5. Note here that 5 represents the number of classes, and each feature pixel location now represents one of the classes defined earlier. If both move towards bottom right and move towards top left classes are included in the output, we can assume that the region includes entire body of a target instance with proper margins. And using this information, new image region containing a single instance is cropped and is fed back into the AttentionNet to localize single instance of an object. Now, the table shows the performance of the AttentionNet on PASCAL VOC 2007 and 2012 dataset. Because this model is able to detect only a single class, the authors trained the network to detect only human instances. The use of AttentionNet itself achieves 61.7%. It wasn't discussed in the presentation, but if the box refinement process is used, the precision goes up to 65%. Looking at the next row, we see that the idea from AttentionNet is combined with the RCNN model. The AttentionNet has a limitation of having a low recall rate, but the box proposal technique in the RCNN model has a higher recall, but with low precision. So here, the detail of the combining process can be found in the paper. I won't discuss this in this presentation, but looking at the result, just by combining the AttentionNet with RCNN, the performance boosts up to 69.8%. Link to the paper and some useful resources will be provided in the description. That's all for today, and I'll see you next time with a new paper.